and welcome back to another video where today we are in episode 2 of Survival Island, Wuhu Island Edition. Today on the docket we have quite a few things we have to get accomplished, and we will get them done because we need to progress so that the island can become a reality. Hey, so there's a like button and a subscribe button down below. Go take a look at them. On the docket today, I have prepared us a list of things that we must accomplish. So first, as I said last episode, you guys deserve a tour of the inside of my house because I somehow spaced it. Next, Iron Island over there, which is the official work in progress name of the island. I want to create braces around the big tube and spruce up the island a little bit. Next, Nether and End. Of course, you guys know how important it is in the game, if you're going for that anyway, to go to the Nether, get those blaze rods, and then head to the end to defeat the Ender Dragon. And I would like to get Elytra this episode because onto our next item, we need a ton, an absolute multiple tons, honestly, of dirt. So much dirt in order to create the island over here somewhere, over yonder, you know, I'll explain. But that is our rough plan for today's episode, so let's jump right in and start with the Iron Island. I love some terraforming. All right, so I have been workshopping an idea for the braces around all of the different ice blocks throughout this interestingly pointless tube I've created. So here's what I've come up with. I have created a nice little rounded brace to go around the tube, and as you see here, I added some redstone lamps that use a pressure plate that activates them as the items flow through, and we'll get to see it here in a second. And in order to get those lamps, I went through quite a treacherous journey to get the glowstone to make them. Here's a flashback. But as I was saying, here come the items, and you'll get to see it in action. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So then you'll know where the items are on their journey throughout. Now it's time to copy and paste these onto every single ice block. Maybe I'll fix the spacing. Maybe not. Depends how lazy I am. And let's get into it. Alright, as you can see, I have completed you'll see, almost all the rings, and I have to just kill our little friend over there so that we can actually see the items run through. I haven't even seen it run all the way through yet, so let's just delete this man here. You knew your time was coming. Alright, now that we've taken care of him, the farm should function properly again, hopefully. I've had some issues with it today. There we go. And let me go into free cam so we can watch this thing go. I don't even know what angle to do this from. Let him pass away really quick. You got it. All right, there we go. Let's see. Let's hope it's as cool as I think it is. Hopefully it's worth it. Yeah. Oh my God, we can see it go through and up and over and down. I love it. Because then, one, I'll know if it's working. But two, it's just fun to watch. And then I had some issues here, but I think I found a conjunction there very nicely. So I said almost because I realized it looks really good, in my opinion, until you kind of see these two columns here. They look pretty empty now compared to the rest of it. So I've been workshopping in a different world. I've been trying to figure out how to make it, one, look good, but two, light up just like the rest of it. And I have a solution for that empty column there, and I'm still working on that column on the right, but at least I might just throw at least one in on the left there. BRB. All right, so I finished the brace, as you can see, for the hollow tube over here. I realize it's super dark, but it is nighttime. I could not keep it to one band, unfortunately, but basically all I did was use tripwire hooks. Ignore the block, it will despawn. Tripwire hooks and string, and it will light it up as the item falls through. I just did the bottom layer here for some symmetry, but otherwise, yeah, it should work once I yet again commit murder so that the farm can work. But I will get to this brace, but I haven't figured out a solution yet, and I don't feel like dwelling on it longer today, so I'm gonna put that off, and we will get to it later, hopefully. There we go. So he's gonna go sacrifice himself for the cause. And then they go. There they go. Another test run here. Gorgeous. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. And failure. All right. I'm going to go debug. Be right back. All right. So I've fixed the tower behind me there, as you can see, and actually made it work. And I'll explain in a second. But then I also actually, while I was figuring this one out, I figured this one out too. All right, so basically the items were going super fast and were hitting the back of this wall, so they weren't able to go through the string properly to activate the lights. All I did was add a pressure plate to slow them down, and they hit the center. It's perfect. Now over here, slightly different problem. We have a tube full of water, which water and redstone obviously do not go together. So what I figured out is that because of the bubble elevator, the items are moving fast enough that they can jump the gap. And so I built practically the same exact thing, added a couple, added a sign so that it doesn't wash out the redstone, and boom, it goes through. But next, I would like to terraform the island because it's looking very plain here in Ironland. I don't know. Give me a good name for the island if you can think of one. So I'm gonna hit the drawing board and spruce this place up a little bit. All right, so I seem to have made something that I don't despise, which is progress for sure. And I'm just kind of playing around. I'm not basing it on anything. I'm just kind of going off what my brain thinks looks decently okay. But let's keep on keeping on. Okay, so before I continue, actually, since the sun is setting, I think you guys should see this little portion at night. I haven't seen it at night in what, 10 minutes, 20 minutes? So let's take a look. So I wanted the lighting to be more ambient than anything. I was thinking about doing like a tiki torch like this, but I don't think it fits the vibe that I'm going for. So I just have hidden all of the torches underground in some way, shape, or form, but I think this looks pretty cool. It'll be a work in progress for a little while, but I'm pretty happy with it so far because this is just like your little landing area with iron and all that. So here's it at night. All right, so I know it's raining, but I did make a dock because every time I've boated over here, I've literally just slammed into the side of the island. So I made this cute little basic dock just to park a boat or multiple boats if you really wanted to. And I terraformed just a little bit around it, but I am continuing to make my way around the island, add these rocks everywhere and greenery. And I also had a wandering trader friend stop by, and I may have killed him and his entire family, but I did get us some mini blocks for the future. I have no clue what to do with them yet, but I'm just buying them just in case. All right, so status update. I have rocks. I have so many rocks. The rocks are pretty much done. And that's it for this status update. So I did some terraforming off camera. Let me show you. So I kind of spruced up the outside. I think last I told you I made a bunch of rocks. So I have spruced up the area and forgotten to top off this guy with a piece of string. So I will go back and fix that. He's getting a bit too tall. But I made this pretty not great tree, but it works with the landscape. And this entire crest of the island here, I made this little waterfall formation, and I think it fits in really well. I love it. It's cute. I would spend a day here. And I'm just gonna tailor up the rest of the outside of this right here before figuring out what to do with all this space. And I'll see you once I figure out what I'm doing. I really wish we had like a half leaf block or something. I don't know. I was about to say circular, but that just goes against the laws of humanity in this game. So I have mostly like 90% finished the island. So come take a look with me. So over here, as I showed before, is the landing. Nothing much has changed here. I just hit a couple more torches. But as you come along here, we have the stairwell and everything's decked out in plants and greenery and life. And I love the way it looks. And from up here, I think it looks pretty all right. And then of course, here's a closer look of that pond. I used sea pickles to get lighting over here because it was really dark. And I made a little bamboo forest here and lined the rest of the way. But my thoughts for this surface part of the island is to basically put moss like this, how it's almost reaching. I did it over here as well. See how the moss is like reaching up from the hillside and even from the pond here? I'm thinking about doing big groups of it coming in so that there's only grass shown where like I would walk basically. And same with over here too. You can see how the grass is clear where I would stand and it's kind of pushing you in. So I'll be right back, probably. And that is the island finally all done. I have completely completed it. Oh good, and the farm works. I was worried that it wasn't working. But basically all I did was I added moss crowding in so that it kind of felt a little cozier. But this is the Iron Island. I really like it, honestly. I'm happy with it. I think it looks a lot more lush, alive, and it complements the weird tube I created as well. The darkness and mud in these rocks complements the stone I used here. But yeah, let's move on to our next project. Okay, before we move on, like I literally just said, I feel like a little shaders walkthrough is due. Because, oh my goodness, like this flower looks like it's glowing based on how I placed the lighting. Oh, it's so beautiful. I would live here. Like a little treehouse or something. That could be fun. Alright, so now with the Iron Island done, I think you guys deserve a little tour of the interior that I completely forgot to do last time. So as I showed in the last video, I heavily used a photo I found on Pinterest to inspire me to create this house, which I think will be useful for what it needs to be used for. I was kind of practicing a little with some terraforming, not my best, but here we go. So we just enter through the west door, and each door is labeled and accessible from each direction, which I thought would be the most convenient approach for this house. And here's my starter storage. I'm already busting at the seams, needing more storage here, but this is what we have so far. My little bed corner with the classic red bed, of course. Over here, I have my enchanting setup, which I honestly love the shape I made here. I think it's very satisfying to look at. And then our little smelting corner for now. And I just wanted to make a nice little cozy interior. But heading upstairs, of course, we have our nether portal and some piece of gold armor. And I have yet to fill up here with much stuff, but this was just an old to-do list I have. And I am collecting more. I need way more dirt for Wuhu Island, of course. So yeah, I just feel like you guys deserve to see the inside of my house, as I am going back and forth between it and never showed you anything about it, but here it is. All right, so we can check off 2 of our to-do list items, which is good, and only a few more left. However, I think I'm gonna push the end to the next episode because that's a whole endeavor on its own, because I not only want to kill the Ender Dragon, but I also want to get elytra as well. So I guess in this episode, we'll go to the nether. I don't want to, and I'll get some dirt. I'm kind of trying to make a goal that every episode I get some dirt to work towards my end goal of making the outline of the island for now. But let's start with the nether, get the worst out of the way first. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But let's go. So I made this to get to glowstone, but I have Really? Come on. Oh, come on. I made a path to get to glowstone, which opens up to more nether, because I have no clue where the fortress is. Bro, I don't want to deal with you and your family right now. I don't have a bow. Okay, you know what? Strike this. I'm gonna get a bow and some arrows and come right back. BRB. Maybe they're gone? Please tell me they're gone. Not gone, but I have a decent, halfway decent bow. So let's, and it has infinity, so I guess that's the first time I've used a bow in this context. That's fine. Gorgeous. All right. Sorry, child. You're too dangerous right now. Alright, so I got so fed up with my horrible nether spawn that I've come all the way over here where the villagers are to build a new portal instead. Here goes nothing. Slightly better, honestly. We're on a surface. We're not stuck in a ravine. I'm just worried about getting attacked, honestly. Blaze spawner spotted. I know this is kind of cheaty cam, but I was just so fed up. So fed up. Oh god. The screenshot button's going haywire. 214, 385. Alright. Tunnel time. So I seem to have popped out in a soul sand valley and a mini little bastion. Ugh, so many creepy noises. I'm so... Hi, sir. You gave me a heart attack, bro. That's unfair. Hey, y'all. So it was, negative 214, which, honestly, it could be worse right now. So I'm just gonna go straight this way, basically. But, yeah, not happy about that mistake I just made. Call me what you'd like, but I hate the Nether. I'm far from home. Let me have my little safety tunnel through the biome where you just get shot by things. Alright, here goes nothing. Oh, first shot? Did you see that? That was incredible. Okay, so I did use free cam to find it because it's been taking me ages, but now that I've found it, I'm gonna explore on my own. It is found. Let's find us some blazes. Oh, magma cube. Oh boy. Oh, I've already been. I don't know why I was trying to draw defense. I'll take the magma cream. I need to get rid of some blocks, honestly. Oh no. Okay. Let's eat. Recollect ourselves. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, I have no room. Yeah, I know. Ah, okay. Okay, we have 8 blaze rods, which is technically enough. I have strong enough armor, I just needed the confidence. I have 17 blaze rods, guys. We are good. We're gonna mark the coordinates. Oh, I forgot that that doesn't work with you guys, but whatever. That's fine. Alright, coordinates marked. Time to leave. As Patrick Star from SpongeBob says.
Let's leave!
Thank God. Thank God. Let's go home. Guys, we made it home. Alive. Thank goodness. And now we have 20 blaze rods, which means we will have more than enough to go to the end in the next episode after I recuperate after that whole trip. And we only have one last quick little thing, technically speaking, on our to-do list, and that's for me to get some dirt. Now, my goal is to go get about an inventory's worth of dirt just to work towards our goal and add to the stockpile upstairs in my house. You know, collecting dirt is so cathartic. Like, it's just, you go, you do, mindless task, it's fantastic. Okay, but the real question is it better than mining, though? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. But anyway, since this is a series about Wuhu Island and Wii Sports Resort, why don't you go run down to the comments section while I'm over here digging up a bunch of dirt and tell me what your favorite game was in Wii Sports Resort, Wuhu Island, even Wii Sports. It's a classic. Let me know. Anyway, I'm gonna dig, and that's that. I am back with a practically full inventory of dirt, and we can add it to our stockpile. And we need another chest, always a good sign. We're making progress. All right, here's another double chest. Stocked. And we can cross off dirt off of our to-do list. All right, we are gonna leave the end for next episode, like I said. And that's it for today. So thank you so much for watching episode 2 of the Wuhu Island Survival Island series. We are making progress, as you can see behind me. And next episode, we will be chunking out some more big progress for Elytra, the end, and maybe even starting to plan Wuhu Island just a little bit. So I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!